Shanti, is it possible to teach rhythm to somebody?
Yes. See, to learn anything, it comes from repetition.
Oh, repetition.
Okay. So the point I want to make is a freedom and discipline.
Mm.
There is no such thing as freedom without discipline. You see?
Oh, right.
They're both built in.
Right.
If you have
The freedom
discipline,
of discipline, you mean?
yes,
Okay.
if you practice like skill,
Mhm.
that is discipline.
Mm.
What is the freedom? You can play a song, you can compose song.
Mm.
Okay. Let's look at time. Okay, freedom and discipline. Somebody says, I say I have freedom, I have time.
Mhm.
Why? Because I discipline my time. Okay.
Right, right.
Okay, I wake up early, you know, and I have all the time. So somebody says, I want to sleep late. There is no discipline, there is no freedom. Okay. Looking from other standpoint, programming, like we are programmed, that is conditioning. Anything you repeat constantly, it hardwires the brain. Same thing, you can reverse it, like we are talking about affirmations in the workshop. Yeah, so you can change it, and that repetition becomes affirmation, and you can change the pattern. What is mantra chanting? What are the prayers? You know, you do Christian prayer, Indian prayer, or any religious prayer. What is it? It's the same thing you repeat over and over again. You know, it's not no book. Thy will be done. You know, they say Thy will be done. You know, you do all the time. It is nothing but constant repetition that changes sanskara. See? So thinking like this, you gain greater clarity. Like you take any topic, and spontaneously I come up with ideas. You know, just like you can say, because I'm free, so I can be creative. See? People are not free because they're conditioned, not only conditioned in the body, but conditioned in the thinking. Just imagine, like when I'm teaching, people are following different guru or different religion. If they are so much thinking about it, they're not listening to me. You know, some yoga teachers like come here, and some yoga teachers are trained in one school, other school, and all these things. So they try to analyze from their own perspective. Even I have my Ocean City experience, even some of you know, somebody came, you know, is teaching yoga and studied with certain teacher, and I'm bringing something very openly. She becomes defensive. That's how my teacher also does this. But I'm not criticizing, I'm just giving the ideas. So, normal tendency to be defensive, protecting. And generally I found people who know nothing about yoga or meditation, I can teach them much better than those who are already programmed into something, you know, because I have to remove their programming before I can teach. This is true for anything, you know. If somebody is, you know, learn flying a plane, you know, and they have to fly different kind of plane, they have a hard time adjusting. But somebody is trying a new kind of plane for the first time, they would do it. I'm just giving a rough example.
Now, is that new programming? So if I was to be programmed from whatever, the way you teach, and I walk into another teacher, I might be offended that way, right? I'm just saying.
Right. So this is why
depends on the person.
we become open and receptive.
I think when you go to different people, and
Yes.
if you're in a big crowd and everybody's there for the same purpose,
Yes.
to feel the union with everybody and let go,
Yes.
then it's much easier. The rhythm is there, but it doesn't matter who's doing the work at the time.
Yes.
And that's the concept. It doesn't matter who can chant the best or who can do it. Everybody's doing some of the work, and there's the unity. So if you look at at that perspective, then you're looking at, you're pulling someone up.
Yes.
And sometimes when you can't be there in the fullness, those people, even though that they might not be able to have the rhythm you have, but they're also contributing.
Right. So what you are saying is, when you are in the group, be in tune with the group, then you are dissolving your personal ego. Instead of listening with the mind and logic, listen with the heart. Get the experience, get the essence. So like read in between the line, that is what it is. The experience, that is the basic point. Okay.
I think it's important for us to remember about mantra chanting. What I learned when I went to other places and did mantra chanting is to follow the leader.
Yes.
Let the leader do his beginning chant first.
Yes.
And then don't chant with him in the beginning. Follow
Right.
that leader. Then you get the repetition, and then you get the rhythm.
Right. Because everyone knows without any guidance. So this is always repetition. So sometimes you already know, but like timing and all this.
I agree with the repetition and that and
Yes.
everything else, but you can come in blind and to a mantra, never heard it before,
Yes.
and never even understand it, and don't even know the full rhythm behind it, and get one of the more powerful experiences than whether you know what I mean, you go and
Right.
you understand it. Sometimes it's just the
So,
energy,
right.
and
So-
if you're open to it.
Right. So primary thing is experiencing with heart. Then you know the mantra, you know the tune, it will add on. The primary thing is the experience. Other thing is add-ons, ornaments. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Shanti.